WABC New York brings you New York Yankee baseball on the New York Yankee Radio Network. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Phil Rizzuto, along with Bill White and Frank Messer, will be joined by the Sports Time Machine in the middle innings, as today it will be the New York Yankees taking on the Milwaukee Brewers right here on the New York Yankee Radio Network. As today, the Milwaukee Brewers entertained the Yankees here in Game 2 of a 3-game series. The Brewers won Game 1, rolling away behind Bill Wegman's 7 innings of quality work, as again, Dennis Rasmussen unable to pitch effectively in his game. In Game 2, it's a good pitchers matchup. That's why we're broadcasting a non-Channel 11 game. It will be Ted Higuera for the Milwaukee Brewers and Ron Guidry for the New York Yankees. So two of the best lefties on the mound in this day matchup from County Stadium. And now let's go to the field, as this game is brought to you by the YouTube community. We all love and watch. Please be on there. Please, everybody, please like, please subscribe, please help their channels out, and please support them. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Brewers as they take the field. Randy Reddy is in left, Robin Yountz in center, and Rob Deere is in right. Paul Motter at third, Ernest Riles at short, Jim Gantner at second, Billy Joe Robideau at first. Behind the plate is Charlie Moore, and on the mound, Teddy Higuera. He's 1-1, 5.93 ERA, 15 hits, 14 innings. The Yankees roughed him up at the stadium last weekend. 6 walks and 12 strikeouts. Here's your Yankee lineup. I think the same lineup they played against him at the stadium. Ricky Henderson will lead off in center, followed by Willie Randolph at second. Don Mattingly at first, Dave Winfield at right. Gary Renicky is your designated hitter. Henry Cotto in left, Dale Barra at third. Butch Weniger behind the plate, and Bobby Meacham is at short. This game is brought to you by the WABC New York Yankee Radio Network. As the Brewers take the field, Higuera is finishing his warm-ups. Ricky Henderson will lead off for the Yanks. He's been up 37 times, 3 doubles, a home run, and 2 RBIs. And we're ready for the first pitch here from County Stadium. Moore sets the target. Teddy Higuera with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-3 ground ball to short. Riles got it, throws the first, and Henderson is retired. Here is Willie Randolph hitting .290, a double, a triple, and 4 RBIs, .290 average. His average kind of slipped a little bit since his hot start. Higuera looks at he's a 1R, terrific screwball, kind of cloned himself behind the other Mexican sensation, Fernando Valenzuela. Moore sets the target, Higuera looks in, and the windup to Randolph, and that's a 2-9 ground ball to short. Riles got it again, throws him out, 2 out. Brewers infield is not good, but we don't hit X chances. They're easy plays for your shortstop. Here is Don Mattingly with 2 outs. Mattingly's average up to .265 now. 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, still looking for his first home run. Moore behind the plate sets the sign. Higuera looks in, lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-12 ground ball to first. Easy play for Robideau, takes it to the bag, and the Yankees go 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the bottom first here on the WABC New York Yankee Radio Network. Brewers nothing, Yankees nothing. Brewers coming up the bat. Bottom of the first here at County Stadium. It'll be Motter, followed by Reddy, Cecil Cooper, longtime Brewer, designated hitter. Robin Yount in center, Billy Joe Robideau at first, Rob Deere in right, Ernest Riles at short, Jim Gantner at second, and Charlie Moore behind the plate. Yankees defensively is Cotto, Henderson, and Winfield, all good outfielders. Barra and Meacham not good on the left side. Randolph, Mattingly real good on the right side. Weniger behind the plate with a 0 arm. Ron Guidry on the mound. He's a 1-8, always good as a fielder, but he's a +2. Guidry on the year, 1-1, 5.40 ERA, 10 hits in 12 innings, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Here we go. And here in Milwaukee, ballparks are 1-6 for singles and 1-5 for home runs. Weniger puts down the sign. Ron Guidry looks in. Motter, a .368 hitter with no homers, 3 RBIs, and a pitch. 3-12, single 1, 8 base hit Motter. So Motter gets on with a base hit. He'll have a chance to steal. Runner on first, nobody out. Motter has about 3 stolen bases on the year. Here's Randy Reddy, normally a very reliable left-handed smasher, but this year hitting .77, 13 at-bats, got a double and 2 ribbies. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out, and the pitch. Motter's got to try to steal. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Motter with an easy stolen base. So Motter on at second and no out. Here's Randy Reddy now. Reddy now the chance of runners in scoring position. Waniger sets the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Runner on second. Now nobody out. And the pitch. And that's a 1-3. Line drive right at Mattingly. Nice play. Motter had a hold. Here is the designated hitter, longtime veteran Cecil Cooper. He had his first at-bat of the season. He actually will get in 542 at-bats. He must have been hurt first couple weeks this season. 24 doubles, a homer, a triple, and 12 homers, 75 RBIs. Long gone are those 3,520 years with the Brewers. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Cooper. And here comes Motter for third. He's out. Good throw by Waniger. That's the chance you take. Cooper, left-handed hitter. Waniger had the whole side open. He threw a strike to Berra, who applied the tag. 2 outs as Motter is the second out at third. So now Cooper comes up now with no man on. So Guidry gets a break there as Motter trying to get a little extra greedy and steals third base. Waniger puts down the sign for him. Guidry with the big windup and pitch to Cooper. That's a 2-5 ground ball to short. Meacham's got it, throws across the diamond, and that ends the first. No runs to hit, nobody left. WBC New York presents the Yankees Radio Network. No score at the end of 1. We're in the top second inning here at the Bronx, as a in-county stadium in Milwaukee, home of Bernie the Brewer, as Yankees will play the Brewers. So tomorrow's game, Sunday, they'll be back here on WPIX on the TV side, but today's game is here on the radio. Here is Dave Winfield. Winfield hitting .323, 3 doubles and 5 RBIs. Moore sets the sign. Higura looks in, and the wide up to Winfield. And that's a 3-7 ground ball to third. Motter's got an easy throw to first. So Higura getting a lot of ground balls early. And now here's Gary Renicky. Renicky hitting .286, a double and an RBI. We've been up 7 times already. Moore sets the sign for him. Higura looks in, gets it. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-6 base hit, Renicky. So Gary Renicky, one of Earl Weaver's platoon guys, gets a big base hit. Now here's Henry Cotto. Surprisingly for Cotto, he's in there against the lefty, but his season, he was much stronger versus the righties. At this time, if I was making changes on these lineups, I would definitely find a way to get Cotto out of there. But unfortunately, I'm playing as played. So Cotto has to start. That's one of the things you got to deal with sometimes are bad lineups. Moore sets the sign. Higura working from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's a pitch to Henry Cotto. 3-5 face hit left field. Cotto makes me eat my words. Base hit ready. He's a +1. That's a 1-15 to go first to third. Renicky goes to third. He's in there. First and third, 1 out. So Gary Renicky kicks the extra base, even though he hit it to left field where he had the extra arm. And now the Yankees got 2 on and 1 out. Here comes Dale Berra. Berra, oh my goodness, hitting .556 and 9 at-bats, a double, a home run, and 4 RBIs. I believe he touched up again when we last played. First and third, 1 out. Yankees trying to win, trying to get a big win here. They're struggling at 2-7. The Brewers are at 3-6. Moore sets down the sign. Higura from the stretch. First and third, corners in. Motter and Robideau playing in on the corners. Here's the pitch to Berra. 2-8 and walked in. And the Yankees got him loaded. Yankees have loaded up the merry-go-round. They're ready to insert the corner, and here is Butch Waniger. Normally a 4L, so he has lots of power versus left-handed pitching. Waniger comes up. He's hitting .125, though, 24 at-bats, a triple, a homer, and a ribby. Bases loaded, 1 out. Brewers playing the infield back. Yankees try and strike first. Moore sets down the sign. Higura kicks back from the stretch. And that is a 6-0 I got him on the inside corner. That was that screwball. And Waniger looked right at it on the inside block. 2 outs here in the second. And here's Bobby Meacham. Meacham hitting 172, 1 RBI. And he is not a clutch performer. Loses 1 hit. He hits 180, 191 during the season. So Waniger comes in. I think Meacham batting right-handed versus Higuera, bases loaded, 2 outs. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera from the stretch, kicks and delivers. That's a 1-5 in the gap, a double for Meacham. How about that? Renicky scores. Cotto scores. Here comes Berra. Oh, he's thrown out at home. Oh, what a play. And he had it. Here's a play at the plate. It was a double in the gap. Joe out the belly, giving the green light, waving the arms. Here comes Berra, but here comes a throw to the plate. Nice throw from, I believe that was Yount to the shortstop back home, and the tag was made. Great plate coverage by Moore as Berra did not hit the plate. So the Yankees score 2 in the second. They lead 2-0. So now here is Robin Yount. He'll be followed by Billy Joe Robideau and Rob Deere. So the righty here for the Brewers. Bottom of the second here on WABC New York, home of the New York Yankees radio network. So Yount the bat. Guidry looks in. Guidry now with a 2-0 lead. Here's the lineup and the big delivery to Yount. 4-7 ground ball to short. Yount was hitting 308, 1 homer and 5 RBIs. Meacham got in front of him. Tough play. He's not going to be able to make this play. So again, Yount gets on base. Meacham unable to put the glove down and keep it there. That is an infield hit. Meacham just struggles with range. Runner on first, no outs. Yount with good speed. Billy Joe Robideau now the batter. Robideau hitting 382, 2 triples, 8 RBIs on the season. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Runner on first and no out. Let's get the Brewers run. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-11 ground ball. Randolph, Meacham, Mattingly, double play. 4-6-3. Big double play for the Yanks. 2 out here is Rob Deere. Boy, he worked perfectly in the Joey Gallo analytics. Deere hitting 258, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, has struck out 9 times in those 31 times. Deere, a prolific Dave Kingman type. Waniger sets in the target. Guidry looks in and the wind up to Deere. And that is a 3-8 and walked him. So Deere gets to walk, one of the 3 signs of baseball. Home run, walk, or strikeout. So there it is. Deere on first and 2 outs. Here is the shortstop, Ernest Riles. 250. He's hitting 200. Home run, 3 RBIs on the season. Waniger puts down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Looks back at Deere. Here's the pitch to Ryan, and Deere was trying to get the lead. So Rob Deere trying to get the lead over at first. Mattingly now playing behind him here. That opens up the hole between first and second with the left-handed batter. Riles comes in. He had 9 home runs in the 86 home run this year. Waniger sets the target. Guidry working from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-6. Got him on the inside corner. That was a nasty slider away and it hit the black. We played 2. It's 2-0 Yankees on the WABC New York Yankee radio network. Top of the third here at the stadium. Baseball demos at the ballpark. Thank you, David, for commenting. Thank you for nice words you said about my jolly in the Yankee games. Third normally game not going to be broadcasted, but I decided with the great pitching matchup on a Saturday afternoon, no TV, decided to bring you the radio call of the game between Higura and Guidry. Ricky Henderson, the batter, top of the third, hitting 263, home run and 2 runs batted in. Moore puts down the sign, gets the sign. Higura from the windup. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson. 4-11 ground ball to first. That's Billy Joe Robideau. He's a 4-E-20. He fields it, gets to the bag. No, it's off the arm. Robideau cannot make the play, and Henderson will beat him to the bag. That's an E3. That allows Henderson to reach first and possibly reach third. Higuera's a -4. Moore's a 0. -2 to hold. You get the -5 on Henderson. So he turns out to be a 19 down to a 13. So here it is. Henderson, he's an 18 to probably the 13. Let's see. If I'm right, he was an 18 first number. Let's look at him. He is that's Robido. What am I doing? I'm Ricky. Give me what your numbers are. Give me Ricky's stealing base numbers. So Ricky Henderson, that's Robido again. Why am I getting him? Come on, Ricky. Where are you here? Let's pull him up on the lineup screen and see if that helps me. And we want to find out what his stolen base numbers are. He's a 2 through 6 and a 9. He gets the lead on a 19. He loses the -5. So he should be a 14. And 5 times 14 is 70. Well, they gave him actually the -6, which is surprising. You're not supposed to be above the -5. So that's kind of messes with Ricky a little bit. So Ricky will be on first. He gets it on a 1 to 13 if he can get the lead. We'll see if Ricky wants to steal. Ricky being Ricky, he's going to try it, and he doesn't get it. So Garrett kept him close. So Moore puts down the sign for Randolph. He's 0 for 1. Higura from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Randolph, and that's a 3-4. Ground ball to short. Riles. It's softly hit to Gatner, and that's all you're going to get. Randolph beat the throw. He's on at first with 1 out. Let's see if Randolph got good speed at first. Let's see what kind of speed Willie has. And Willie is a B, but he only gets the lead on a 4, so he gets it on a really good stolen base attempt. Mattingly, the batter, he's 0 for 1, kind of struggling with the extra base hit. He's got 3 doubles and 3 ribbies. Moore sets down the sign. Lefty-lefty matchup. Higuera. Here's the pitch to Mattingly, and that's a 4. Ground ball to third. That is Motter. He's a 327. Can he make a big play? That's a fielder's choice again. Goes to Gatner as Randolph goes in hard. So Mattingly now at first, another fielder's choice. And here's big David Winfield hitting 313, 3 doubles and 5 ribbies. Yankees not getting a lot of power from the middle of the lineup. Yankees lead 2-0, 2 outs in the third. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Winfield. 2-6 and a ground ball to third. Again, picked up by Motter. Throws at the first, and the Yankees end the third inning. No runs on a hit. 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Yankees on the WABC, New York Yankee Radio Network. Jim Gatner, followed by Charlie Moore and Paul Motter. The bat for the Brewers here in the third. So Waniger puts down the sign. Ron Guidry looks in. He'll pitch to, again, one of the Brewers from this 82 team that still exists. Gatner hitting 429, 21 at-bats, 2 doubles and 2 ribbies. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry from the windup and delivers. 5-7 struck him out. Guidry strong on that one. Again, here's another member from that 82 team, Charlie Moore. 6 at-bats. He's 2 for 6, hitting 333, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Waniger puts down the sign. Guidry with the windup, big delivery. And that is going to be a 5-6 and fly ball to center field. Henderson's there, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. And here's Paul Motter. Motter singled his first time up, stole second, and got caught stealing going to third. Waniger puts down the sign, flashes the numbers for him. Guidry knows against a right-handed batter. Here comes that slider, pitch to Molitor, and as a 2-6 single, 1-7. No, Bobby Meacham makes a nice play to end the inning. We play 3 here in Milwaukee. It's 2-0 Yanks on the WABC, New York Yankee Radio Network. Bringing you the next 3 innings, we bring you the Sports Time Machine as he comes in our Yankee booth and he'll help do the play-by-play through the next 3. Thank you, Scooter. This is Yes TM bringing you New York Yankee coverage here on. I'm proud to be a part of this New York Yankee broadcasting team. Top of the 4th inning, it is 2-0 New York. Gary Renicky, the batter, longtime Baltimore Oriole, 1 for 1 with a run scored in the ball game. Moore sets the sign. Teddy Higuera looks in, and the pitch, and that's going to be a 3-6. And struck him out. Boy, Higuera had that tough Scroogey going. That went away from Redicky, one away. There's Henry Cotto. Cotto 1-for-1 with a single also. Cotto hitting well here. 12 at-bats so far in the early season. He is 4-for-12. Moore puts down the signs for him. Higuera looks in. Lefty-righty matchup and the pitch. And that's going to be a 2 single on a 1. That's a base hit for Cotto. So Cotto thumbs his nose again at our radio booth. He's a 5R during the 1986 season, and he has 2 hits versus the lefty. So runner on first and 1 out. Here's Dale Berra. Berra the batter. He walked his first time up. This is the middle part of the order that gave Higuera trouble. Here's Moore. Puts down the sign now. Higuera has to work from that stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Cotto not going anywhere. Here's a pitch to Berra, and that's going to be a 6-8 and a walk. So Higuera lost him. 2 on and 1 out. You can see Higuera mouthing something. Doesn't speak much. Doesn't speak a lot of English. As home plate umpire has to go out and say something to him. First and second, 1 out. In case you're wondering who our home plate umpire is for today's game, let's see if we have umpires. Al Clark. He is probably going to be our chief umpire. John Shulock is at first. Dan Morrison at second, and Jim McKean at third. So first and second, 1 out. Waniger bats right-handed against Higuera, his more powerful side. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera from the stretch. First and second, 1 out. Pitch to Waniger. And that's a 3-10. Deep fly to center. Yount will go back. Oh, he steps back, makes the catch, and Hotto has to hold. Yount threw it in. There's 2 outs here in the second. Our outfielder arms in the game, if you're playing red light, green light as kids, Reddy and Yount would definitely be green light with their +1 arms, while Rob Deere would definitely be a neutral with the 0 arm. The Brewers don't have any definite minus arms in the outfield or the dreaded red light. So, or you're watching Squid Game. So Moore sets down the sign. Higuera from the stretch. 2 outs, 2 on in the fourth. Meacham doubled in 2 his last time up. Here's the pitch to Bobby. 6-8 and walks them, and Teddy Higuera kind of walks off the mound. Here comes Charlie Moore. He's got calmed down the left-hander. Bases loaded Yankees, 2 outs in the fourth, and here's Ricky. He is 0-for-2. Reached on an error back in the third. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera from the stretch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Yankees lead by 2. Here's the pitch to Henderson. 4-7. Ground ball to short. That's a tough play. Riles a 4-23. That's a base hit. Yount's not there anymore. That's through the left-hand side. 2 will score. Yankees lead 4-0. They get a big base hit from Ricky. Meacham takes third, and the Yankees have a 4-0 lead. So now here's Willie Randolph, very much anti-clutch, loses 3 in the clutch in 2 different columns. So Henderson will probably take a chance here and steal second base if he can get it. 1-13 if he can get it, and he doesn't get the lead. So first and third, 2 outs. Randolph now the batter. Yankees again having trouble winning this year, but they're beating one of the best pitchers in baseball in Teddy Higuera. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Randolph. 5-4. Got him on strikes. He swung over the Scroogey. Yankees score 2 in the fourth. It's 4-0 Yankees. It's the WABC, New York Yankee Radio Network. Randy Reddy, followed by Cecil Cooper and Robin Yount about here as the Milwaukee Brewers will come in here. So Randolph, Reddy's 0-for-1. Brewers won the opening game last night. Tomorrow's game is on WPIX, as it will be, if I'm right, it'll be Tim Leary on the mound, pitching against the Yankees. I can't remember who the Yankees have on the mound, but the Brewers are pitching Leary for the Brewers. Wow, we'll look at that before we're finished here. Here's Reddy. He's 0-for-1, lined out his first time up. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry with the big windup, and here's the pitch to Reddy. And that's going to be a 4-11 back to Guidry's got it. He looks back in his glove. He gets it and throws. Oh, he does not. Guidry had it in his glove and he lost it. Oh my, he lost it for a second, and that's all he needed. Reddy's able to beat it out. E1 on Guidry. So a big base runner for Milwaukee to start the inning. And now here is longtime Brewer Cecil Cooper, hitting 250, 4 at-bats and RBI. Wadiger sets in the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitch to Cooper. And Reddy was trying to get a good lead. So Reddy stepped off and threw over. So now Guidry working from the stretch has to give Reddy a good look. Mattingly playing in back of Reddy. Again, opening that hall for the very much Hall of Excellent Cecil Cooper. Wadiger puts down the sign and Guidry from the stretch. And the pitch. And that's a 2-7 single, 2 stars. Here comes Reddy. He'll go to third without a throw. Cooper has a base hit, and the Brewers got 2 on and nobody out. Oh, Doctor. First and third, nobody out. Here's Robin Yount. Yount's 1 for 1 in the ball game. He's already been up 40 times on the season with 5 extra base hits and 5 RBIs. Big opportunity for the future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, to get this run across. First and third, nobody out. Wadiger sets down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Yount. And that is going to be a 3-10 base hit for Yount. Reddy scores. Cooper will go to second. And the Brewers break through. It's 4-1. So now Guidry in a little bit of trouble. Here's Billy Joe Robideau. Hang on 1 second, please. Hello. Good. Good. How are you? Well, I didn't think she didn't have this. She didn't, I even asked her. Well, I guess I expect her to tell me the truth. I asked her if she did the lady before you tell you no, not written. No, she didn't tell me that. I said, okay, what? Okay, then. Okay, well, no, that's not. We're trying. I know she didn't cause any problems. I know she had a lot of stuff in there, but did she have them? Yeah, and I don't know her. I didn't know her either. A lot of these people are coming from Main Street because they had the big shutdown from the other night from the SWAT team was out there. So, uh, I guess somebody had a gun inside and took the SWAT team to try to get them out. I guess when they followed, yeah, and I guess they had to evacuate the entire hotel. And by the time they got the people that were out of there, the guy wasn't there anymore. So we're getting a lot of Main Street guests now because they're now letting a lot of people come back right now. So okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
No, I don't want to go back either. But I didn't think sometimes she's going to tell me that there was it's not like the customer's going to tell me, yeah, I fought with this woman. She said no to me. How come you won't rent it to me? No, and then that's fine. Yes, they're not going to go and tell me that either. I understand that. But the problem is, though, by the time Maybe called me and she did tell me that she had all that stuff. Well, I already had rented the room. Am I supposed to go back and say, hey, here's your money back? You got to go. I guess I could, but that's not really great, etiquette either. But I guess I could have. Okay. All right. Make sure she puts her on that list of ours. We'll keep her from running again. So that's all we have to do. So. Okay. And I told Maybe that, but she bitched at me and argued with me too. So I told her, hey, Mike and I talked last night and kind of agreed we didn't want to do long term. Oh, why not? I said, well, everyone we've rented to is bitten us on the butt almost every time. So we got another girl that she may be kind of willing to, and she just rented for another week. Her, it's like, okay, now I gotta wait for her to end, and hopefully, she doesn't go, local on us. So and that's 104. So it goes both ways here. No, I don't think David thinks that. I think David looks at it like, oh my God, we're empty. We need to make money and pay the bills. That's, I guess, what David has to think otherwise. I'm renting it to help fill up the place, but I do. If they're on my do not rent list on the computer or on the wall, I don't rent to. But just put her on the list, and she doesn't get rented to again. That's fine. But I didn't know she gave maybe that hard of a time on it. So I'll take care of it and not rent to her again. That's all. So. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Mike? Was that Mike?
I'm online. Let me finish this.
Oh, freaking A. Oh, where's Landers? Okay, we are back. Thank you so much. Work call, so I had to deal with work matter, and we're back for some baseball here. Sorry about the delay. Billy Joe Robideau to batter, first and second, no out. Robideau 0 for 1. Again, it looks like he gets lefties a little better too, so this could be a good matchup here. Wadiger puts down the sign for him. Guidry, a first and second. Let's reset. First and second. Brewers got an inning going. Down 4-1 here in the fourth. Guidry from the stretch. Pitch to Robideau. 6-9, a single to right field. So again, it's out the Winfield, but his strong arm will bring the ball back in, and Cooper will have to hold. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Brewers got a big inning running. And here is a guy who can run into one, Rob Deere. Deere walked his first time up. Guidry looking in some trouble here. Wadiger sets down the sign. Here comes Art Fowler. I believe he's the pitching coach, I believe, for the Yankees back then, but I'm not 100% sure. We can kind of take a look at that one and see who the Yankees are. Let's take a look at that and see if we can. I believe I can figure that out by going. What's funny, great, you can go to team, and then you can go update team. So you can kind of get the play-by-play people and all people. So Lou Piniella was our manager. Our first base coach was Stump Merrill. The third base coach was Joe Altobelli. Mark Connor was the pitching coach. So Mark Connor will go out and talk to Guidry here, as Lou Piniella may have to start getting his bullpen going. It's 4-1 New York here in the fourth. Deere the batter. Wadiger puts down the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Bases loaded, nobody out. Can Guidry Houdini himself out of this one. Pitch to Deere. 1-6 and struck him out. Boy, that was a big one. One out here in the fourth. And here's Ernie Riles. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. So Guidry now will get a chance to work to a back-to-back lefties. Again, guys who hit righties a lot better. And that's Riles and Gantner. So Riles with the bases loaded, one out. Wattinger puts down the sign, puts down the numbers for him. Guidry looks in. Guidry's slider usually works better against the right-handed batter, so Guidry may have to go to his good high fastball here. Bases loaded, one out, and here's a pitch from Guidry. And that's a 6-10 and a walk, and Guidry can't believe it. He's asking Al Clark where that was. It's now 4-2 Yankees as the merry-go-round has inserted a corner, and everyone moves up 90 feet. So 4-2 New York in the fourth. And here is Gantner. So Gantner comes up. So Guidry lost him. 4-2 Yanks. One out in the fourth. Wattinger puts down the sign. He goes out now, talks to Guidry, makes sure they're on the right channel here. Wattinger puts down the sign, left, right. Guidry looks in, nods from the stretch pitch to Gantner. And that's going to be a 5-8 and struck him out. What a time for a strikeout for Guidry. Now here is Charlie Moore, 2 outs. If the Brewers can only get 2 runs in this inning, it'd be a monumental, big-time blow for the Yankees. Brewers lead 4-2, 2 outs in the fourth. This is the WABC Yankee Radio Network. Ron Guidry looks in for the sign from Wattinger. Kicks. Delivers a Charlie Moore. 1-7 struck him out. He got the side out in order after the bases were loaded. Ron Guidry works his way out of trouble. Milwaukee scores 2. It's 4-2 Yankees. Top of the fifth inning. Mattingly followed by Winfield and Renicky to bat in the fifth. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera looks in and the windup to Mattingly. Here's a 2-4 ground ball back to the mound. Higuera's got it, waits, and throws a strike to Robideau. So Mattingly again struggling to get loose here in April. Here is Dave Winfield. He's 0 for 2. Moore puts down the sign for him. Higuera looks in and the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-3 base hit. That's deep to left field. Way back goes Reddy, and it is way back in the seats. It's gone. So Dave Winfield finally hits his first home run of the year, April 19th, 1986, as Winfield crosses home plate. And hey, Dave Winfield, this bud's for you. So Yankees lead by 3, 5-2. A Winfield blast in the fifth. Here is Renicky, 1 for 2 of the runs scored. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera looks in and the pitch to Renicky. That's a 2-4 single, no line drive to Riles for out number 2. Let's see if we can find. See, do we have football on? We do not. Let's put football on. That might be better for those watching. So now it's 5-2 Yankees, 2 outs in the fifth. Cano, 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera looks in and the pitch to Cano. And that's going to be a 6-8 and walked him. So another walk by Higuera. That's 4 walks for Teddy. Al Clark must really have a tight strike zone out there. Runner on first, 2 outs, and here's Barra. He's walked twice so far. Moore again goes out and kind of talks to Higuera a little bit, puts the signs down. Higuera looks in to the righty, probably looking screwball away. From the windup, here's the pitch from the stretch from Higuera. 3-8, fly ball left field. Reddy's there, makes the catch. Yankees going to run the fifth on the first home run of the year by Winfield. Yankees lead 5-2. We're back here on the WABC Yankee Radio Network for this call of the game. The Brewers will be setting up the top of the order. Paul Motter, Randy Reddy, and Cecil Cooper. The bat for the Brewers here in the fifth. So the fifth inning. Good ball game here in County Stadium. Home of Bernie the Brewer. So Motter, 1 for 2. Single the first, lined out in the third. Ron Guidry with the windup and deals to Motter. 2-4, ground ball to third. Barra's got it, goes across the diamond for out number 1. Here is Randy Reddy, 0 for 2 runs scored. Wattinger puts down the sign. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Reddy. 2-3 fly ball to center. Henderson's there, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. Here is Cecil Cooper, 1 for 2, a run scored. Guidry going through this one. This is what Guidry needs. It's a strong 1-2-3 inning after a high pitch count back in the 4th. Waniger puts down the sign. Cooper had a single back in the 4th. That was Cecil's first bait. Actually, he's 2 for 5 on the season. Guidry looks in, gets the sign from Waniger, the big wind up to Cooper, and that's a 112. Deep fly right field. Back goes Whitfield. He could go. It's gone. And here comes Bernie the Brewers. He comes sliding down the slide in the Brewers seats at home run Cooper. So long-time Milwaukee Brewer sends the Brewer fans in a frenzy as Bernie Brewer takes a bath in the shits. It's 5-3 Yankees as the Brewers have come back with a home run of their own. Here is Robin Yount, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Waniger sets the sign. Guidry now a little shell-shocked after the Cooper blast. Here's a pitch to Yount. And that's a 1-8 single on the 6th base hit past Meacham. So Yount is on. Tying runners come to the plate for Billy Joe Robideau. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Single back in the 4th. 2 outs here in the 5th. Guidry again working on a high pitch count through 4 2/3. Waniger puts down the side. Guidry looking from the stretch and pitch to Robideau. That's a 2-3 grab on a second. Randolph's got it. Goes to Robideau. Goes to Mattingly and gets the last out. Brewers get 1 in the 5th. We played 5 or halfway through in Milwaukee. It's 5-3 Yankees. WABC, New York Yankee Radio Network, as we go to the top of the 6th. Ted Higuera in his 6th, going to work in his 6th inning of work. We'll pitch to Waniger, Meacham, and Henderson here in the 6th. Waniger over 2, struck out and flied out. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera with the big wind up to Waniger. 2-7 deep fly left field. Ready is there. Comes in, makes the catch. Oh, Waniger robbed a bit. He hit one deep to left, but Reddy ran it down. He was more than ready to make the catch. 1 out in the 6th. Here is Bobby Meacham. He doubled in 2 in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. Officially 1 for 1. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera with a big leg kick and wind up to Meacham. And that's a 1-6 walk to him. So Meacham's on again. That's the 5th walk for Higuera. So Higuera kind of walks off the mound again, working on the stretch. And his pitch count's kind of been up there too. And here's Ricky. Ricky 1 for 3. Grounded out, reached on an error in the 3rd and knocked in 2 with a single. And that went past Ernie Riles back in the 4th. Moore puts down the sign for him. Higuera working from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch to Henderson. 1-8 ground ball double play. Riles to Gantner to first baseman Robideau. Oh, they double off Ricky. 6-4-3. Only way you double off Ricky is you hit a bullet right at the shortstop, and he did. He flipped it to the second baseman and went to first. Oh, Ricky can't believe it. Ricky does not hit into many of those. We now go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brewers now down 2. Guidry in his 6th inning of work. Here is Deere, Riles, and Gantner. Deere 0 for 1 with a walk. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry looks in, and the pitch to Deere. And that's going to be a 4-5 ground ball to second. Randolph's got it. Goes to Mattingly for out number 1. Here's Ernie Riles. 0 for 1, struck out and got an RBI walk in the 4th. Waniger puts down the sign for him, gets ready. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Riles. 3-7 single for Ernie Riles with a base hit. So Riles likes a base hit. Runner on first, 1 out. So Riles on at first. Here is Jimmy Gantner, base hit number 8 for the Brew Crew. Waniger sets down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Gantner. Hit and run. Hit at Meacham. And they get, let's see what happens. Hit and runs on. And from the SADV chart, taken by Meacham. Over to second for 1 to first, not in time. So Gantner was able to beat the relay. 2 outs here in the 6th. So Gantner replaces him on the fielder's choice. Here is Charlie Moore. He's been up twice. Flied out and struck out, so he's officially 0 for 2. Waniger puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the windup to Moore as Gantner was trying to get a lead off, but Gantner heads back as Guidry flips one over. Again, Mattingly plays him back at Gantner. Now runners at first and second, opening the hole between now for Moore. Waniger puts down the sign for him. Guidry from the stretch position gets the sign and kicks and delivers. And that's going to be a 5-9 line drive at Randolph and ends the inning. We played 6. It's 5-3 Yankees. Bill White will be back to take you for the last 3. It's 5-3 Yankees on the WABC, New York Yankee Radio Network. Top of 7th here at the Big Ballpark in Milwaukee County Stadium. The Yankees 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. The Brewers 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. For the Yankees, Randolph, Mattingly, Winfield against Higuera here in the 7th. Higuera, 248 innings, probably will go to distance unless he goes fatigue. Moore puts down the sign. Higuera looks in for the windup. Here's a pitch to Randolph. That's a 3-8 single left field. Randolph's first hit. And now here's Don Mattingly. You can tell he's with Winfield getting his first home run. This would be a beautiful time for Donnie to get one. Mattingly 0 for 3. Grounded out twice, hit into a force out. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera working from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's a pitch to Mattingly. And that's a 3-11 deep fly right field. Back goes Deere. Way back. It's gone. Don Mattingly hits his first home run of the year. And you can tell the big horse is off his back. Mattingly around second gets the big high 5 from Joe Altobelli, and Mattingly crosses home plate, and a big how do you do for Donnie Mattingly, his first of the year, and for the first time this year, Don Mattingly, hey, Don Mattingly, this bud's for you. 7-3 Yankees here in the 7th, a big 2-run blast for Donnie baseball. Here's Dave Winfield. Boy, Mattingly needed that one. Moore sets down the sign. Higuera looks in. Here's the pitch, and that's all for Higuera. We're going to see Jamie Hockenauer, who pitched in the Yankee series in New York. He's 0-1, 3.86 ERA, 9 innings, 10 hits. So he is a right-handed pitcher. Will pitch to Winfield, Cano here in the 7th. Moore puts down the sign. Hockenauer, the windup pitches to Winfield. Here's the pitch. 4-12, ground ball in, and that gets him. So ground ball to Riles makes the play and 1 away. Here's Gary Renicky. He is 1 for 3 with the run scored. Moore puts down the sign. Jamie Hockenauer for the windup pitch to Renicky. That's a 5-9-5 all to center. Yelps there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Henry Cano, 2 for 2 and 2 runs scored. Moore puts down the sign. Hockenauer looks in the windup to Henry Cano. 6-9 and walked him. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here is Dale Barra. 0 for 1 run scored. Moore puts down the sign. Hockenauer from the stretch. Runner on first 2 outs. Pitch to Barra. 3-12 line drive. Barra retired. But the Yankees get 2 finally as Don Mattingly breaks the home run drought. It is 7-3 Yankees. So now a 4-run lead. The 7th inning stretch here at Milwaukee's County Stadium. Yankees now the 4-run lead thanks to home runs in the ballgame first of the year by Winfield and Mattingly. So now Motter to bat. He'll be followed by Reddy and Cooper. Reddy Guidry working through the 7th inning here. We'll see how much more they can give him. Guidry worked 192 innings. They kind of want to work Guidry to make sure he's kind of where he stays healthy all year. Waniger puts down the sign. Guidry with the big windup. Here's the pitch to Motter. That's a 4-8. That's a base hit for Motter and a 4-9. So he has a big hit. Motter on at first. They're down 4. And here is Randy Reddy. Lefty, righty, double barrel action in the Yankee bullpen. That's Fisher and that's Rigetti. Waniger sets the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch Reddy. And a hit and run, which is kind of weird. He gets it. Oh, a big hit for Reddy in the gap. Motter scores on the hit and run. So 7-4 Yankees. Randy ready, so they went for the hit and run. Down by 4 runs in the 7th inning, and a big blow there. Good call by Milwaukee's manager, Tom Trumbullhorn, I believe it is. And it's now 7-4 Yankees. So now here's Cooper, 2 for 3, had a big home run in the 5th inning. Guidry to stay out there. He's one hit probably from fatiguing out of this game. Wadiger sets the sign. Guidry from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-8. Got him. That's right. It's Cooper with a big strikeout. For Guidry, that's strikeout number 6. So 1 out here in the 7th. The Yankees down up by 3. Robin Yount, 3 for 3 in the ballgame. 3 singles, including an RBI back in the 4th. Now Wadiger puts down the sign. Guidry working from the stretch. You can tell he's laboring a little bit. Here's a pitch to Yount. And that's going to be a 6-10. Deep drive to left field. That could be trouble. Back goes Cano. Leaps, makes the catch. Oh, what catch. Home run 1-5. Roll to 7. So Reggie holds at second. Cano throws it back in. And Ron Guidry tips his hat to his left fielder. 2 outs in the 7th. And here's Billy Joe Robideau. So Robideau comes in. Runner on second. 2 outs. Lefty matchup. If he gets on, we might see Fisher against Deere. Wadiger puts down the sign, goes over his options to him. Guidry nods, working from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out, pitch to Robideau. That's a 4-5 single. No, right off with the nice play, ends the inning. Brewers only able to add 1. We played 7-4 Yankees. Yankees, 7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Brewers, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. So a lot of offense here in the 8th inning here at County Stadium. Wadiger, Meacham, and Henderson, the bat for the Yankees here in the 8th. So good here at the broadcast at WABC Radio Home. Tomorrow we go back to WPIX as the Yankees will play the Brewers in the last of a 3-game series. If the Yankees win here today, their game will go to a rubber game for tomorrow. Moore sets down the sign. Jamie Kalkenauer stays in the game. Here's the pitch to Wadiger. And that's a 6-4 5-ball to right. Deere doesn't have to move. 1 away. Here's Bobby Meacham. He doubled in 2 and walked twice. Moore puts down the sign. Jamie Kalkenauer with the windup and pitch to Meacham. 3-7, struck him out. 2 outs in the 8th. And here's Ricky Henderson, 1 for 4 and 2 RBIs. So now Ricky comes up, 2 outs. Moore sets down the sign. Kalkenauer from the windup. Here's the pitch to Henderson. 6-11. That is going to be a ballpark single, I believe. They hold up. No, it's a walk. So 6-9 was a walk. So Henderson's on. Good opportunity for Henderson to get on base. A +7. So Kalkenauer should make it. Oh, he's a 1-16. Didn't get the lead, but he's going to try to steal. Anyway, he gets thrown out. Charlie Moore throws a strike down the 2. Gantner, who applied the tag. Oh, my. What a throw by Moore. To Gantner. So the Yankees are down the 8th. Ricky got thrown out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning at 7-4 New York. So now it's Deere, Riles, and Gantner. Problem now is you put a righty in, then you get Riles and Gantner who are going to be strong against the right-handers. So Guidry in a situation. Let's look at this Yankee bullpen. Dave Righetti is at 2.46 ERA. He's only been 1 inning, giving up 2 hits. He was in a long situation one time. Let's see, maybe they go with Guidry. They go with Righetti here. It's a 3-run lead. Righetti can go 2. So Righetti's going to come in. They're going to decide to bring another lefty in. And it's going to, so Ron Guidry is done for the ball game. So here comes Braggs. This is his 2nd appearance. Last appearance was 1 inning, 2 hits, and 1 strikeout. So here is Righetti, up by 3 in the 8th. Wadiger sets down the sign. Righetti with the windup, pitch to Deere. 2-7, single, 1-10, base hit Deere. Runner on first and nobody out. So Deere gets the first hit of the inning, and now that's a big situation for the Brewers, down by 3. Ernie Riles, 1 for 2. Wattinger puts down the sign. Rigetti working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Riles. That's a 5-11 single when the second base hit Riles. Rigetti can't believe it. Just gets past Randolph in right field. Dieter will hold up, and the Brewers now bring the tying run to the plate for Jimmy Gantner. So now Gantner comes up, doesn't have the power against lefties. This was a good situation for him not to tie it. Any home run will be a single on his card. Gantner he hit 7 home runs in actually 1986. Is Gantner a W? Is an N versus lefties? Let's check. He's a W versus lefties, N versus righties. So it'll be a single 2 stars on that 4-4. So Rigetti now, there's no one in the Yankee bullpen. This is probably where it's Rigetti or nothing. Brian Fisher could be an option if it gets out of hand here. Wattinger sets the sign. Rigetti 2 on, nobody out, and they're going to go to Mike Felder. So they take out Gantner. They'll pitch to Felder here. Felder is a switchy 3 lefty. In 35 at bats, he has a double and 2 RBIs, hitting 200. He has 4 stolen bases. So now Wattinger sets down the sign. Rigetti working from the stretch. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. 1-8 is a shot in the gap. Connor can't get it on the dive. 2 are going to score. Fielder will go around second. Will go to third. Standing, and it's a 7-6 ball game. Mike Felder a 2-run triple. So all of a sudden, Dave Rigetti's coming in, has imploded the fire here as he's put propane on the fire. It's 7-6 Yanks. So now Charlie Moore about it. Yankees will play the infield in, trying to stop that run at third. Felder with excellent speed. Wattinger sets the sign. Rigetti from the stretch. Big pitch to this ball game, no more. And they went for that. Did they go for the squeeze? Yes, they did, and they tied it. Unbelievable. Mattingly's got it. Run scores. It gets the play at first. So a suicide squeeze by the Brewers, and they tie this game in the 8th. So a blown save by Rigetti. It's now 7-7 with 1 out in the 8th. Here is Motter, 2 for 4 and a run scored. Wattinger puts down the sign. Rigetti from the windup now. And that's going to be a 1-6. That's a drive in the gap. Henderson can't get it. Motter will have a double, and the Brewers with a go-ahead run at second. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's Randy Reddy. Boy, Rigetti is just getting absolutely hammered in here. And now it's become a blown save situation. They have righty, lefty, righty. Now they go switch around righty, lefty, righties on him. Cooper on deck, followed by Young, who's actually a better hitter against righties. Rigetti might have to stay in there with 1 out, runner on second. Wattinger sets down the target, puts the sign. Rigetti's got to get his composure back. Here's a pitch to Reddy, and that's a 1-11. Struck him out. Big slider away for Rigetti. 2 outs in the 8th, and here's Cooper. Cooper, the batter, Yount on deck, who's a 5R, and that almost would give a better situation for Yount to maybe walk Cooper in this case, because he's a 2L and hits lefties a little better. You don't want Cooper to serve 1 out in right field. He is overall a huge clutch performer. He's got 3 hits on there. So let's see. Wattinger sets in. Rigetti from the stretch. Is this going to work? Let's see the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-10, and walked him anyway. So almost gives him the unintentional walk. First and second, 2 out, and here is the Hall of Famer, Robin Yount. He has 3 non-clutches on the one side. So again, a better shot probably of getting the out here. Ralph, though, is 3 for 4 in the ball game. Average up to almost 350. First and second, 2 outs. Now a tie game in the 8th. Wagner sets in the sign. Rigetti working from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Yount. 3-7. Struck him out, and Dave Rigetti works his way out of the 8th inning. Brewers score 3. We head to the 9th. Bread ball game at 7. Top of the 9th. Yankees win. 7 just need some help, and they're not getting it. But the Brewers will resend back out their Jaime Kalkenauer again. So again, this is where they should go to some of their higher leverage guys. But it looks like Troublehorn's going to stay with Kockenauer. It'll be Randolph, Mattingly, Winfield. Let's see if the Yankees can get some gusto from their middle of the lineup they've gotten today. Randolph 1 for 4 and a run scored. Moore puts down the sign. Kockenauer for the windup. Here's the pitch to Randolph. 5 ground ball to second. That's Gantner. He's a 430. Oh, that's a hit and an error. So Randy Reddy at second base. So Reddy comes out. Thought that was Gantner at second. So it looks like Red. I don't know if they made a move or not, but it looks like it went past Reddy. He fields it and throws it past Robineau. Oh my goodness. And they did. They actually did a double switch. Mike Felder went and played left field, and Randy Reddy came in and played second, and Reddy immediately gave up the hit and the error. So Randolph's on at second with nobody out. Here is Mattingly, 1 for 4, including that big 2-run homer back in the 7th. We'll see if Donnie Baseball can get a big hit here. Moore puts down the sign. Could see maybe a Plesac here. Runner on second, nobody out. You'll see Plesac. Maybe. Nope. Pitch to Randolph. 3-11 single on the base. Set Mattingly's got 2 hits. Randolph goes to third, and here's Winfield. So now Winfield, the batter, he's 1 for 4. 3 ground outs, including his first home run of the year back in the 5th. So now Yankees trying to take the lead. Brian Fisher up in the bullpen for the Yanks, so they want to bring somebody else out. Moore puts down the sign. Kockenauer from the stretch. First and third, no out. And the pitch. 6-9, no. Line drive to Riles. Randolph has to hold. So 1 out, and yes, they are going to go somebody else here. You're going to see Plesac coming in on this next move. Let's see, and it's probably going to be Mike Easler. They're going to bring in the hit dog here, the hit man. So Easler comes in. He's been announced. Easler, 24 at-bats, 2 RBIs, hitting .208. So first and third, 1 out. Let's see if Kockenauer stays in, or do you get Plesac here? Moore sets the sign. Kockenauer from the stretch. As Troublehorn come and get him. No, they pitch to him. 3-7 struck him out. Jaime Kockenauer with a big second strikeout of the inning. Yankees cannot fail and get these runners across. Here's Henry Cotto. He's been up 4 times, been on 4 times. 2 hits and 2 walks. Cotto, a big opportunity to get the go-ahead runner home. Moore sets the sign. Kockenauer from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Pitch to Cotto. 3-8. He popped the short. He messed up in the clutch. Riles makes the catch. Ends the inning. Oh, my. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 7-7. So now Robineau, Deere, and Riles. Fisher is ready for Deere. Wattinger puts down the sign. Rigetti, the lefty matchup. Pitch to Robineau. 6-5, 5 ball to right. Winfield there makes the catch and 1 away. As Rob Deere is announced, here comes Lou Piniella. Waves and puts the right hander up, and here comes Brian Fisher. So Brian Fisher will come in. Fisher on the year, 1-0, 2.35 ERA, 8 hits over 8 innings, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Fisher working from the stretch, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's a pitch to Deere, and that's a 2-9 single. No, left field. Cotto makes the catch. Oh, Cotto came on and made a great catch. That was a home run, 1-5, rolled to 13, 2 outs in the 9th. Here's Ernie Riles, 2 for 3. He has a walk, RBI walk in the 4th, and hits in the 5th, and hits in the 6th. 2 outs. Wattinger sets down the sign. Fisher with a big windup and deals to Riles. 3-8, double 1-2. Winfield with the catch. We now go to the top of the 10th, where extra innings, free baseball, bonus contos. 7-7's your score. So now here is Dale Barra, followed by Butch Wattinger and Bobby Jim. We're playing free baseball here at County Stadium. Top of the 10th, 7 is your score. Barra 0 for 2 with the run scored. Morris sets down the sign. Kockenauer stays in the game. Here's the pitch to Barra. That's a 4-6 and draws the walk. So Barra's on. Here is Waniger. So now Waniger 0 for 4 because he had the corners are in for him. Let's see, can he bunt? On deck is Meacham, who has actually been a pretty hot batter. Nope, they're not going to bunt him there. So Moore sets down the sign. Waniger will have the bat. And you know what? No, he's not. He's hitting 107, so they'll take out Waniger, and you'll see one of the remaining catchers, Ron Hasse. So Hasse will swing away here against Waniger. Hasse so far has had 6 at-bats, nothing doing, 2 walks and a strikeout. Hasse needs a break out of it. Moore sets the sign. Kockenauer from the stretch, runner on first and nobody out, and the pitch. And that's a 2-7 ground ball double play. Ready, Riles, Robideau, 2 for the price of 1. 2 outs in the 10th for Bobby Meacham. He's 1 for 2, doubled in 2 in the 2nd, walked 4th and 6th, and then he struck out in the 8th. Moore sets the sign. Kockenauer with the big windup and deal to Meacham. 3 ground ball to first. Robideau takes to the bag, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. New catcher for the Yanks is Ron Hasse. So Ron Hasse, the new catcher. Brian Fisher stays out and works here in the 10th. He'll pitch to Felder, Moore, and Motter. Hasse puts down a sign for him. Brian Fisher looks in and the wind up the Felder. 5-5 struck it out. Boy, Brian Fisher looking good. Here's Charlie Moore, 0 for 3 in an RBI. Fisher looks in. The wind up the pitch to Charlie Moore. 1-2, foul out behind the plate. Hasse's got it, throws out the mask, and makes the catch for the second out in the 10th. Here's Paul Motter, 3 for 5 for Paulie. Single in the first, single in the 7th, doubled in the 8th. 3 hits. Hasse puts down the sign. Fisher with the windup, pitches to Motter. 2-12-9, drive right out Rivera. Brewers go 1-2-3. Let's head to the 11th, still tied at 7. Brewers, 7 runs, 14 hits, and 2 errors. The Yanks, 7 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Ricky Henderson will lead off for the Yanks here in the 11th against Jaime Kockenauer. Still in the game. One of the Brewers has some issues with their bullpen. They're actually all healthy. Tom Tebelhorn staying with Kockenauer here, going long distance. Moore sets down the sign. Kockenauer, the windup. Here's the pitch to Ricky. And that's a 2-5 ground ball to short. Riles got it. Goes the first, and there's your out number 1. So Ricky's out. Here now is Willie Randolph. He's 2 for 5 with a run scored. Moore puts down the sign. Kockenauer with a big windup and pitch to Randolph. 1-8 deep drive left field. Felder back, makes the catch. Randolph gave it a ride, but now here's Mattingly. He's been on the last 2 tied with hits. He's 2 for 5 in the ball game. Now hitting kind of respectable 282 through 30 and 9 at bats. Moore puts down the sign. Kockenauer with the windup. Here's the pitch to Don Mattingly. 3-9 base hit. Oh, line drive by Randy Reddy. So Jamie Kockenauer has gone his distance. He is tired. And now we go to the bottom of the 11th, and Brian Fisher will probably come in. Again, will be righty, lefty, righty. So Fisher will stay in and work another inning. Reddy's 1 for 5. He doubled and run the 7th. Hasse puts down the sign. Fisher with the windup. Here's the pitch to Reddy. And that's a 5 ground ball to short. Meets to the 4-38. Oh, that's a base hit, and he beats it out. So Randy Reddy with an infield hit, meets him unable to make the throw, and again a hit off a Yankee infielder with a 4 range. Runner on first, nobody out for Cooper. 2 for 4 on a long home run back in the 5th inning. So now on deck is Yount. So let's see what they do here. Let's see if the Yankees decide now to go somewhere else with this. Maybe they go to Bob Shirley. So Bob Shirley will come in. So Brian Fisher's day is done. Shirley, no record, no ERA, 3 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. So Shirley now working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Cooper 2 for 4. Here's the pitch, and Cooper's going to be hit for Rick Cerrone, the former Yankee. Cerrone's been up 27 times, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, hitting .222. So now Hasse puts down the sign. Shirley working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. And did Cerrone? No, Manning is going to come in. So former Cleveland Indian Rick Manning will run here. So Manning will run for the runner at first. So again, they have a good runner who can maybe score on a double. Hasse puts down the sign. Shirley working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cerrone. 1-6 ground ball double play. Berra, the Randolph, the Mattingly double play. 5-4-3. So now here's Robin Yount, 3 for 5 RBI, but on the first 3 times, then flied out and struck out. Hasse puts down the sign. Shirley looks in and the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-5, chuck him out. Bob Shirley gets the job done. So coming in for the Milwaukee Brewers in the top of the 12th inning, Mark Clear, no record through 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He'll pitch to Winfield, Easler, and Cotto. So we feel the batter here in the top of the 12th. Moore sets down the side. Clear looks in. Here's the pitch to Winfield. 1-8, and that is a line drive caught by Riles. 1 away. 1 out in the 12th. Here's Easler. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Moore puts down the sign. Clear with the big windup and deals to Easler. 1-11. Single for Easler. So Hitman gets the big base hits. He's on a first and 1 out. Here is Cotto. They might run for Easler here. Let's see. They could go with Fischel as a 14. Griggs a 13. Let's see. Mike Fischel has not seen any time this year. Will run for Easler. So he will be a 14 instead of Easler's 10. So better running speed. 1 out, runner on first. Cotto 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. Moore puts down the side. Mark Clear from the stretch and the pitch to Cotto. 6-2 and a walk. Big walk by Clear. So Fischel at second, Cotto at first. First and second, 1 out for Berra. And that's where you might get Plesac if they make this move. Berra's 0 for 2 with a run scored, but they're going to go for it. Here comes Mike Pagliarillo, who has been struggling. But just like Winfield and Mattingly with home runs, we'll see if Pagliarillo can break out of his slump. 24 at-bats, only hitting .83. So Pagliarillo comes in. Let's see if they go to Plesac. First and second, 1 out. They probably will. And they do go to the lefty Plesac. Plesac, no record, 1 save, 2 innings, nothing across, 2 strikeouts so far. So Plesac looks in, 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Pagliarillo. 3-6 struck him out, and Pagliarillo struck him out. So now here's Hasse, 2 on, 2 out in the 12th. Hasse trying to break through for the Bombers here. Moore puts down Plesac from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hasse. 3-6 fly ball right field. Beers there makes the catch. So the Yankees will have to make a couple defensive moves. Now, new third baseman for the Yankees, Mike Pagliarillo. Fischel will stay at DH. And so now Bob Shirley will come in and pitch to Robideau. We'll see about Deere and Riles. So 1 out, bottom of the 12th. Hasse sets in the sign for him. Shirley with the windup. Here's the pitch to Robideau. 6-10, single 1-6. No, actually, that was a struck him out, actually. Shirley with the big strikeout. And now here's Deere. Has Shirley done all he can? And now you get another righty in, possibly maybe to John Count Montefusco, as he's one of the remaining pitchers on this team, and Rod Scurry. So 2 pitchers left for the Yankees, righty, lefty action. Shirley's going to stay in there and pitch to Deere here in the 12th. Hasse sets, puts down the sign for him. Shirley with the windup. Here's the pitch to Deere. 6-8, a base hit for Deere. He's 2 for 5. That's better than a home run. So Deere down at first with 1 out. Here's Ernie Riles. Riles 2 for 4 in the RBI, but it's the lefty-lefty matchup. Hasse sets, puts down the sign. Shirley working off the stretch. Deere taking a lead off first. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4 single, no, ground ball C. No, it was a ground ball at C. That was a line drive to second base. Randolph didn't make it the second out. So 2 outs in the 12th, misread it. Here's Mike Feldner, tripled in 2 when he came in earlier in the 8th inning, and he struck out in the 10th. So now we're in the bottom of the 12th. Boy, what a ball game. The Brewers, 7 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors. The Yankees, 7 runs, 11 hits, an error. Bottom of the 12th, game tied at 7. Hasse puts down the sign. Shirley from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Felder. 5-second ground ball second. Let's see if Randolph looks it into the glove. Makes the throw. Oh, he's off the arm. Randolph could not do it when it took a crazy hop. And the Brewers now with the winning run at second with 2 outs. Oh, my. First and second, 2 outs for Charlie Moore. Moore, the batter, 0 for 4 at the RBI. They're running out of long pitchers. Shirley's going to have to stay in there and probably work as long as he can. 2 on, 2 outs. Well, the Yankees even have a bullpen for tomorrow's game. Hasse sets in, puts down the sign. Shirley from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Moore, 4-6, and walked him. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th. And it brings up one of the more aggressive hitters in baseball, Paul Motter. 3 for 6 with a double. He does have clutch ability. He's got 3 hits on that card versus a lefty. Now they play the percentages. Here comes Piniella. Here, wait for the righty, and we'll see John Montefusco, who is at the end of his rope as for innings. He has given the Yankees 8 innings out of a possible 12. He has been effective, but he's been in there to a point. Montefusco, 8 innings, 6 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. This is not the time they need a bases loaded walk. A walk is as good as a game-winning hit. Hasse sets up the sign, puts the sign down. Montefusco, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 12th. Here's the pitch to Motter, and they bat for Motter. What the F? Benjamin Ogilvy will come in bat for Montefusco. That's just a situation where it is basically hitter versus hitter. So they take out one of the Premier's best players. Ogilvy is clutch, though. He has 3 hits in the 3 column. Ogilvy, another former Brewer from the 82 team. So now does Montefusco. No, Montefusco cannot stay out there with that card. The Yankees may have to go to their last pitcher on the roster, and that might be Rod Scurry. He may have to go to distance and finish this. If he comes in, Montefusco cannot pitch to him. So Scurry will come in if he's able to, but I think he may have to pitch to Ogilvy. Oh, my goodness. He may have to pitch to Ogilvy and pitch that one pitcher. One batter. Oh, my goodness. Montefusco in trouble. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Oh, brother. Anything on Montefusco's card is horrible, including 3 automatic home runs. That would be grand slams right now. Hasse puts down the sign. Montefusco wants to hit that 1 column or somewhere in the 2s, but not the middle. Montefusco from the stretch. Is this game over? 2 outs to him. 3 base at Ogilvy, and that's the ball game. Game-winning RBI for Ben Ogilvy. Runner scores, and that will be a winner for the Brewers. Brewers win it in 12, 8-7. So John Montefusco gave one to Ogilvy. That was a clutch hit in there. Final score, Brewers 8, Yankees 7. Brewers 8 runs, 17 hits, and 2 errors. The Yankees 7 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors, and what a ball game. Yankees will go to 2-8. They lost the first 2 games of this series. This is going to be hard to take. The Brewers will go to 4-6. The Yankees scored 2 in the first and 2 in the fourth, led 4-0. Milwaukee came fighting back with a run in the second and the fourth. They made it 4-2. Yankees scored again, making it 5-2. Brewers scored 1 in the fifth, making it 5-3. Those were home runs by Cooper and Winfield. Yankees led 5-3 going to 7th. Don Mattingly connects for the first time with 7-3. Everything looking good. Brewers scored 1 in the 7th, and then off Dave Righetti in the 8th put a 3 spot on Righetti, made it 7-7. Then we went scoreless until the 12th, where the Brewers finally knocked in a run, game-winning RBI, Ben Ogilvy. So Righetti goes 7, gives up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 were earned. Righetti, my God, he was not a fireman today. 1 in the 3rd, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Fisher was really good, inning 2/3, 1 hit. Shirley, inning 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run. Then Montefusco came in. They couldn't get him out of there when the lefty came in. He gave up the hit. That was the game-winning hit. Higuera went 6, didn't have his best stuff. 6 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Kochenauer, what a ball game for Jaime Kochenauer. He might be the MVP. 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Clear goes a 3rd inning, 1 hit, 1 walk. Dan Plesac vultures the win, goes 2/3 of an inning, gets a strikeout, and gets the win. Doubles by Meacham. Motter, ready, triples by Felder, home runs. Mattingly his first, Winfield his first, and Cooper his first. For the Yankees, there are multiple hit games where Randolph 2 for 6 a run scored, Mattingly 2 for 6 a run scored, 2 RBIs, Cotto 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and then for the Milwaukee Brewers, Paul Motter 3 for 6 a run scored, Reddy 2 for 6 a run scored, Cooper 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Yount 3 for 6. Deere 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Riles 2 for 5. And so far the Brewers 17 of 50, 8 runs scored, 8 RBIs, while the Yankees are 11 of 44, 7 runs scored, 7 RBIs. The Yankees take one on the chin here and lose a heartbreaker as Righetti could not close it. Brewers win it 8-7. Wow, what an inning. What a ball. Thank you, folks, for coming to this game. I appreciate it. It went longer than I wanted. Thank you. Come back again. Hopefully, we may have more later on. If not, we'll play some more another day. This has been the New York Yankees Radio Network, home of the 1986 New York Yankees. Next telecast will be back on WPIX. Yankees will be taking the same Milwaukee Brewers in the following 3-game series. Be with us and see if the Yankees can maybe get the last game of the series, as it will be Tim Leary pitching for Brewers, and pitching for the Yankees will be Joe Niekro. Follow us on WPIX as we'll be here 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Thank you, folks. Have a good rest of your day. See you later. Once again, thank you for the broadcast and have a good rest of the day.